Hi, eighth graders. Welcome back. Today is Monday, 9/28, and I'm currently out, which means that this little 5-minute video is your class today. So you should be watching this at 11 a.m., and then you're going to go work on some homework afterwards. Today, we're going to be further introducing this topic right here. Why are they even exploring? So on Thursday, we talked about explorers, and I assigned you your big exploration research project. But we're going to come back to this right now. Why are they even exploring? And it all starts with this map that I have colored in for a reason. So let's look at the continents. Over here in North and South America, it's like in 1400, this didn't even exist. So we're going to pretend that this is the year 1400. And this is what they kind of knew the map looked like. It didn't really look like this to them. Their maps don't match what we have today. But if we're thinking about it, they kind of knew Africa was down here, but they didn't really know much about it. And they didn't even know about Australia yet. So it was just Africa was there. They didn't know much about it. They knew they had to get around it, but they really didn't know anything. And then the Aboriginals in Australia. And then the main countries that they kind of knew existed were, of course, Europe. And we're going to talk about what was kind of going on in Europe. And then over here in China and the Middle East as well. And it's kind of divided into three sections for a reason right now. And that reason is that Europe all of a sudden found something pretty cool that was happening over here in China and India and the Middle East. And India, they wanted to get to India. And for a while, they would just take this route right here and go from across land into India. So they wouldn't have to go around by sea. And before really the late 1400s, that's what they did. They would just travel across, and this is how they traded goods back and forth between India and the rest of the Middle East and Europe. But in the 1400s, a bunch of wars started in this area. And so it became really unsafe, actually deadly, to go from here to here across land. It was unsafe. And so this pink area became a war zone. And all of a sudden, they needed a way to get to this area. And they knew that there was so much land out here that was unexplored. They didn't know about North and South America yet, but they knew that there was land that was unexplored. And so this guy, his name was Prince Henry, and we're going to learn more about him in the coming weeks. Prince Henry started a school, and he said, I'm going to train all these people to read a map, and I'm going to train them to use a compass, and I'm going to give them boats, and they're going to start exploring. And he kind of started this age of exploration. And so all these people from Europe, really starting in Spain and Portugal down here, they started to get big ships and cruise and go out and try to make it to India by land because they wanted spices. As easy as this, salt and pepper. So if you think about it, think about where your salt and pepper is in your house. I bet all of you can name where your salt and pepper is in your house. Well, that wasn't a thing in 1400. They wanted this. Imagine your food without spices. Imagine it without something as simple as salt and pepper. This was a huge motivation for them. Plus, salt and pepper are going to help preserve their foods. No fridges yet, right? And so this is their motivation for this. And before long, they are going to find out Christopher Columbus in 1492. He's going to be the next guy that we really dive into. Christopher Columbus is going to be sailing, and he's going to go, I'm going to go, instead of going around, I'm going to sail through this ocean right here. And nobody had really done that yet. And all of a sudden, he thinks he's going to come around and land in India, but instead, he comes and lands in Hispaniola. And he said, look, I've arrived. Look at all these Indians. They weren't Indians, they were Native Americans to this area. So life is really going to change because all of a sudden this area is going to become, in just 100 years, inhabited by Europeans. And this map is going to change so that Now you can see this little pink area. This is a map in 1500. Instead of all these Native American tribes, which are the light gray, now we're going to have Spain in Central America, in the Bahamas. So life is going to change. So why are they even exploring? They got to go out there and find new stuff. They got to get the salt and pepper for their food. They got to get money for their countries. So today was a really brief introduction to that because I'm not actually seeing you on Google Meets today. So you're probably saying, well, this video is now super short, 5 minutes. What am I doing now? This is what you're doing now, your Explorers Research Project. You're going to use the rest of class today to start on this. You should have already selected which option you're doing, and if you haven't, go complete that in Google Classroom. It was worth 2 points. But you're going to actually start your project today. You should be working on it today because it's due a week from today. You're going to have to turn it in. Don't save it for last minute. You need to either start your essay, slideshow, video, Padlet, drawing, diagram, or infographic, advanced video 2, you are the Explorer interview, or you've confirmed with me another project. If you have questions, let me know. You have to answer a question about whether you watched this video or not. And so the secret word is spicy. All right, guys, hope you have a good day. Bye.